segment, and it's tips and pretty much a tutorial on how to be a fucking badass. I get asked all the time if I have a twin or, you know, if there's somebody out there like me, and all the time. And I am always like, no, you know, and because people find out pretty quickly, you know, just after a short conversation with me that I'm, you know, pretty fucking awesome. And I'm a rarity. So once they figure that out, they want, you know, they want to date me or they want to be friends with me and all that stuff. But I'm also very selective. And that right there is, like, probably the second most important thing. The first thing is confidence. You have to be confident. And, I mean, it's more than, you know, just pumping up your chest and, like, you know, looking pretty. You have to, like, truly, genuinely love yourself and know who you are. I mean, how do you expect others to get to know you as a person if you don't even know who you are? You know what I'm saying? You know, we're all lost at certain times, and we all find ourselves at different times. But you really have to dig deep and not try to become what the other person wants. That's actually what I find to be the most attractive about people, over appearances, over anything, is genuine people who, like, are real. They are themselves. They have their own opinions. They don't try to mold themselves into what they think I want. They are just who they are. And there's really nothing more beautiful than that, because it saves a lot of time for people that won't normally get along. You know what I'm saying? You go through these relationships and they keep failing. It's because, you know, somebody is trying to impress the other person instead of, like, finding a mate or a match that actually is compatible with you. It's about, you know, getting, and it becomes about a sexual thing. I actually do this thing where I have a 6-month rule. I will not sleep with anybody until after 6 months, and that weeds out a lot of people because a lot of guys, they look at it as, you know, they're like, well, I could go somewhere else. And I'm like, yeah, you can go get either, you know, a McDonald's cheeseburger as much as you want, or you can go and have, like, this amazing steak, this Kobe beef that, you know what I'm saying, that you have to, you know, wait to, you know, build to pay up for it. But, I mean, one's going to be way more satisfying than the other. And that's kind of how I see myself. Like, you know, I refuse to put myself on the dollar menu and just, you know, the drive-through and, like, having all these people just, you know, because if I was to sleep with every single guy that hit on me, then I would be past whore. I don't even know what I would be. Yuck. But because I'm selective and I always choose, first by personality, above anything else. I think that somebody who has confidence is, like, it's just so sexy. Somebody who can just come up and, like, I don't know, it's just hot. And then somebody who tries to woo me, too. I think that a lot of men forget that, you know, they have to go through these steps because so many girls have just given it up. So, you know, and after a while, they become bitter, girls become bitter, and it's a vicious cycle. Like, we need to get back to the point where people are just like, you know what, hey, I want to freaking, you know, hang out. Let's see where this goes. Like, we don't have to make any formal commitments. Like, it should just be natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should be something that just happens. It shouldn't be forced. It shouldn't be, you know, anything. You can't make things. The more you try to make something, the less real it is. And I come across that a lot. My personality is very interesting. So, and I'm constantly growing. I mean, I'm an enigma. So a lot of people, like, they try to figure me out and they can't because I'm ever changing. I'm always the same, but I'm constantly growing. I'm brilliant. So it's like I'm constantly thinking. I'm constantly trying to do my own thing. Because the more I differentiate myself from the pack, the more I'm noticed. And that's ultimately, I think, because the more you're noticed, the more options you have to be selective. I mean, obviously, if you're only valuing yourself down here and you keep yourself at this level, you're only going to attract, you know what I'm saying? You're going to become a victim of, you know, being used. And you're going to just, I mean, if you find a guy that you like that gives you attention and he sleeps with you, and you just give it away and then you keep giving it to him because you think that's why he wants to be with you, don't do that. Please, please do not do that. Make him work for it. I mean, you would be surprised at how amazing men can be. Like, I recently met somebody who is incredible, like, blows my mind, and I've never had that happen, ever. And, you know, we've spent a lot of time together, and it's nice. It's just nice to finally meet somebody who, you know, knows who they are and, you know, really genuinely likes my personality, and I genuinely really like his personality. It just works, and it's so refreshing. So that's like the first step, kind of. I mean, I could go on for days about how important it is to really just to talk yourself up. I mean, if you value, you know, if you look in the mirror and you find flaws, you're going to find them, and you're going to dwell on them. But guess what? The more you find them, the more people are going to find them in you. So if you're flawless within yourself, people will try to bring you down. I mean, the more confident you become, the more people will try to break you. I mean, it's just, that's called insecurity, and that's their problem. People who are insecure will constantly berate those who are stronger. So if people are like putting you down and they're making fun of you and they're trying to make you feel like shit, guess what? That's a compliment. That means that you're doing something right. And if people can't appreciate you, move on. I mean, like, why try to win the approval of somebody who's just going to treat you like shit? You know, it doesn't make any sense. Because there's tons of people in this world, and there are people, friends, lovers, anything. It's a choice, and you can choose what you want to do and who you want to hang out with and all these things, and that's the beauty of life. Because, I mean, it's a choice. I mean, freedom. And if somebody's making you miserable, get out of there. I mean, come on. It's not worth sacrificing. I mean, if you do not feel like you would do anything for somebody, or you could not give anything in that relationship, how do you expect to get it back? Because, you know, relationships, they're 50-50. So this person over here and this person over here decide to date, right? They're going to be mirroring each other. So if you're with somebody who doesn't like themselves, guess what's going to happen? They're going to constantly attack you because they're attacking themselves. They see things inside of you that they don't like. It has nothing to do with you. It's not personal. Trust me. And vice versa. I mean, like, the thing is that you have to look beyond this. You absolutely have to, because this right here is eventually going to go away. You have to start growing and trying to build your mind, your body, and your soul. Like, it's a package. And we as humans have become so one-dimensional on so many different levels. And it's really sad to see because, you know, there's so many people who have become victimized by, you know, the perfect person, or, you know, this is beauty, or blah, blah, blah. But the thing is that we're different for a reason. We don't all have to be the same. And that's the beauty of it. The beauty is, you know, it's like the diamond in the rough. You know, the rough is all over the place. So nobody's going to find value in that. But that diamond that sparkles and it shines and it, like, stands out above all that rough is going to be the one that gets picked. And, you know, the more you shine, the more you're going to get picked. More options. I mean, it's just, I've spent way too much time with people and wasted a lot of time with people who just didn't appreciate me as a person and didn't respect me, and I'm done. I mean, I can't do it anymore. I value myself way too much, and there's probably a bajillion other people who do want to hang out with me and appreciate me and be as good of a friend as I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a good friend. I'm an excellent lover. I am, you know, I'm very loving and caring and all these things, and I'm empathetic, and like, I want to give happiness to whoever, you know, my friends, my family, like anybody. Like, I just want them to be happy. I want them to feel love and like adorned. And like, if you mean something to me, I am going to love you. You know what I'm saying? I love everybody. I love all of you watching. I do. I think you guys are all awesome people, and I want you to just keep being awesome. And I really hope that for you guys. I want you to know that anybody who watches these videos, that I care, and I really do care, and I want to see you guys happy, because I have spent a long time. I mean, it took me a long time to become happy and to finally figure out these tools that I'm trying to, you know, share with you guys. Because, I mean, it's not something that, like, I was just like, oh, you know, I don't have to, like, you know, these people over here, they're my friends, so I have to, like, you know, when they insult me, it's okay. No, it's not. It's not. And my family, you know, they're my blood, so when they do this, it's okay. And that's not okay either. It's not that I don't love them. I'm just not going to surround myself around them anymore. My time is the most valuable thing. My love, my devotion, my loyalty, all these things are what make me special. And why should I just give those away? I mean, it's the same thing with sex. I mean, it's like, why should I give these things to somebody who doesn't appreciate them? Like, would you give a diamond, $1 million diamond, to anybody? Would you just give that away? No. But that rough, I mean, you have a ton of it. So, yeah, you'd probably just be like, look, take it. Get it out of here, you know? So, be the diamond, shine on, and be awesome. Peace out, guys.